Attention passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. The latest news reveals something big happening in the NFC East that could change the game with a direct impact on the Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run. A power shift might leave a division, rival stumbling for years, and we're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more and show that you're part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers by sharing with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Now let's get to the news. Folks, if you're a Cowboys fan, you know the NFL season is always filled with surprises in a league where every week can bring a new story, controversy, or a moment remembered for years. This year has been no different. But what really caught everyone's attention, especially early in the season, was the season opener between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Honestly, the incident involving Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the drama, intensity, and stakes shaping up in the NFC East. It was a dramatic start, no doubt. The Eagles, coming off a strong season last year, looked eager to defend their division title, but what made headlines beyond the score was a shocking moment at the very beginning of the game. 6 seconds into the contest, as players took their positions, Jalen Carter, the Eagles' star defensive tackle, did something so unexpected and controversial that it instantly changed the tone of the entire game. Without a single snap played, Carter was ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott. Yes, you heard that right. 6 seconds into the season, Carter committed an unsportsmanlike move so blatant that the referees didn't hesitate, flagging him immediately for unsportsmanlike conduct and disqualifying him before the offense could even set up properly. This incident sent shockwaves through the league and among fans. Imagine that. 6 seconds and Carter is out, not for a tackle or play-related penalty, but for a blatant act of disrespect. It wasn't just a spit. It was a clear act of provocation, considered utterly unacceptable on any professional level, let alone in the NFL. Caught on camera and replayed countless times, Carter's action led to his ejection and sparked huge controversy. What makes this even more intriguing is the backstory and context. The NFL values discipline and sportsmanship above all, and spitting on another player is one of the most egregious acts of unsportsmanlike conduct, met with serious consequences. In this case, Carter's action was so severe that officials didn't hesitate to remove him from the game. Carter later issued an apology, saying he felt bad for his teammates and fans, but it didn't diminish the fact that he crossed a line many believe should cost him more than just ejection. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys quarterback, didn't shy away from sharing his perspective, admitting in interviews that he sometimes spits during games, a habit for some players to stay loose or clear their mouths, but claimed Carter was trolling him beforehand, adding another layer to the story. Was it a heated moment blown out of proportion, or was there deeper animosity or trash-talking that led to such an extreme reaction? That's something fans and analysts will debate for a long time, but one thing is clear. This incident set the tone for an already intense game and ratcheted up the rivalry between these NFC East contenders. Now pause for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news, leave a like on this video. It's quick and makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. Beyond this shocking start, what's fascinating is how this incident fits into the broader narrative of the Cowboys and Eagles this season. The Cowboys, under Mike McCarthy's leadership with Dak Prescott at the helm, have been looking to reclaim their position as NFC East Kings, building a roster, mixing veteran experience with young talent through strategic off-season moves to improve both offense and defense. The addition of key players in the draft and free agency aim to make this year's team more complete, balanced, and capable of taking on tough opponents like the Eagles. Speaking of the Eagles, they've been aggressive in pursuing another division title, with Jalen Hurts established as one of the league's top quarterbacks and a defense, especially with Jalen Carter among the NFL's best. Carter, a highly touted rookie, was expected to be a game-changer on the defensive line, but this incident has cast a shadow over his season start. The league hasn't yet announced formal discipline beyond the ejection, But given Carter's history, he was fined previously for an open-handed punch in the NFC Championship game. It's likely the NFL will impose a fine or possibly a suspension, depending on how they view this act in the context of his overall conduct. The NFL's stance is clear. Acts of disrespect like spitting are not tolerated, with rules designed to promote integrity, respect, and sportsmanship. Fines often serve as deterrents, with first offenses typically costing around $14,191 and subsequent violations like Carter's possibly around $20,288. These amounts may seem small compared to other league fines, but they warn players that such behavior has consequences. For Carter, this adds to a growing list of disciplinary issues that could impact his reputation and future in the league. Looking ahead, the Cowboys and Eagles will meet again in Arlington, Texas on November 23rd. In a rematch, shaping up to be one of the season's most anticipated games. With Carter expected to be available, assuming no further disciplinary action, the Eagles will aim to prove their defense can dominate again and that their star defensive tackle remains a force. Meanwhile, the Cowboys will look to capitalize on weaknesses, strengthen their offense, and show they can handle the Eagles' intensity and physicality. What does this mean for the NFC East? The division remains fiercely competitive. Despite their tough loss in the opener, the Cowboys are still contenders, with a defense led by stars like Micah Parsons among the league's best and an offense with explosive potential if Prescott finds his rhythm. The Eagles are defending their turf, but this incident might serve as a wake-up call, underscoring the importance of discipline in a division where every game counts. In the broader NFL context, this season is incredibly competitive, with surprise, teams emerging and established contenders fighting for supremacy. The Cowboys have had ups and downs historically, but this season feels different, with a sense of purpose and a chip on their shoulder after falling short in last year's playoffs. They want to show they're still the team to beat in the NFC, and incidents like this, controversial, fiery, and intense, only fuel the fire. Carter, a player with enormous potential but a history of fiery play, like his previous fine for hitting Tyler Beardas in the NFC Championship, indicates he plays with passion, sometimes too much. The league will watch closely to see if this leads to further discipline or is shrugged off as an emotional reaction. So either way, it's a reminder that football is a game of passion and control, and players like Carter need to balance aggression with discipline to succeed long-term. For the Cowboys, this saga highlights the importance of mindset and resilience. They've faced controversies before and bounced back, and fans are eager to see how Prescott and the coaching staff handle the momentum and capitalize on the rivals' misstep. The NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most exciting divisions this season, with each game carrying weight and history. As we look toward the rematch in Arlington, there's so much at stake. The Cowboys have a chance to avenge their early loss, prove they're the top dogs, and send a message that they're ready to go all the way. They must stay disciplined, avoid penalties, and focus on a deep playoff run and a shot at the Super Bowl. Every moment, play, and controversy could be the difference between a championship and an early exit. So, fans, keep your eyes on this story. It's not just about one incident, but what it means for the rivalry, the league, and the Cowboys season. This incident has added a dramatic chapter to the NFL year, and we're only just getting started. The NFC East is heating up, and Dallas is in the middle, fighting, evolving, and ready to prove they belong at the top through resilience, talent, and handling controversy. Dallas Cowboys fans, what's your take on this incident? Do you think Carter's actions deserve a suspension, or was it a heated moment blown out of proportion? How do you see the Cowboys responding? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Dallas Cowboys. Don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come for the boys in blue and silver.